Arne, first of all, happy Christmas. How different is this Christmas compared to what you're used to?
Happy Christmas to you as well, and to the ones that watch this show. It is different because yesterday there was a padel tournament that my brother organized, and I knew from last season when I was there that the day after I went to Dubai for 10 days, I think. Now I'm here, not going to go to Dubai. I'm going to manage a few Premier League games.
But you've got family coming over.
Yes.
Has it been difficult being away from the family at times, or how do you find it?
Yeah, if I would say no, it would be probably strange as well. There are obvious reasons why we my wife and me, kept the children in Holland, as well as my wife, because they are in their last year of school. They have to do their exams, and that was for us not the ideal moment to bring them towards England. So, but in an ideal world, you are the manager of Liverpool. Not you, me, and still have your family around you.
I take it the kids have got your work ethic though. Or is that not the case?
Yeah, no, I definitely have a good work ethic, but to be fair to my wife, when it comes to school, probably she had even a better work ethic. And where my children are, maybe it's not the best to tell this on camera, but definitely one of the two has the ethic of her mom, and one of the two has maybe a bit more my work ethic at school.
Well, what we've got here in the theme of Christmas is Sky Sports Christmas cards, and they kind of chart a little bit as to how you got to where you are. So if you pick a card, you can tell us a little bit of a story behind what's in the picture.
You want me to take the one that's above first?
You can take whichever one you want first of all.
Let me take this one first then. Should I show it to the...
If you show it to the camera as well, just tell us a little bit about that.
Well, this is when in my former days when I played football. it's quite funny now. I see it. Yeah, people probably can't see it. We won the league, and I don't see any fans in behind, which is a bit weird because in my memory the whole stadium was full. But okay, we won the league, not the Premier League, but so the Championship, if you want to compare this to England. So I was quite young, and I left the club afterwards to go to a club that played in the Eredivisie, which is the Premier League over here. So it was a special moment to leave the club where I started playing. I think I came to this club when I was 12 or 13 years of age, and left at 22, 23 with winning the league, which was the Championship and not the Premier League.
Pick another card.
Ooh.
This is a big jump now from your playing days to...
I'm like, what's this? Because I never wear like wear these
it looks
clothes.
like you're singing actually, like Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, and I look at the ones all behind me, and then I understand better what it is. It was, we call it. You can see it. It's an award. It's the Rinus Michels Award, and in the end of the season, like the awards you have probably here over as well, I won the award for the best manager of the league. And probably if you win it, you have to dress up like this. So,
when did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Quite young, I think. I was always interested in tactics and in football. My father was a manager himself on an amateur level. And when he wasn't there, when he was on holidays, he asked me if I could do the session, and I always liked to do this because when I was even younger, but now I'm talking about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years of age, I always joined him to the games, and I was always in and around him. That meant that during a game I was sitting on the bench in between the ones that didn't play, and during halftime I sat there as an 8-year-old listening to what he said to his players. So I definitely think he was an inspiration.
Pick another card, Arne.
One of the trophies I won at Feyenoord. Special one because I think this season might even have been a better season than my second one where we won the league. But unfortunately this season we had to face PSV Eindhoven, who I think after 17 games had won all their 17 games. But it's still nice to leave the club with a trophy.
What's the thinking behind the dressing gown?
Yeah.
Would you celebrate a Liverpool trophy win wearing the dressing gown?
Yeah, no, because if you look really well, you see everyone. This is Sipke, Sipke of my current and assistant back then. So we're all wearing, how do you call this?
Dressing gown.
Dressing
or
gown.
be a robe, I
Yeah,
suppose, would you call it?
but the one that loses gets a different color. So I have no clue why we do this in Holland, but it's been done for years and years, because I once lost it as an assistant manager at one of my former clubs, and so I also have a different color. I don't think I still have that one, but this one I do still have.
And you did touch on it, but it is a big moment because it enabled you to sign off at Feyenoord with that bit of success.
Yeah, and this is a trophy, and people 9 out of 10 times remember you by the trophies you win, but I think for the club it was even more important that we ended up second, which meant for Feyenoord second year in a row Champions League football. But for me, of course, it's more special to win the cup than to end up having Champions League football.
Take one of the final two.
Oh, I'm like, is this Liverpool? But no, it's AZ Alkmaar, but where was this? Oh yeah, I remember where it was. Do you know where it is?
Yeah, I've been there myself as well, actually covering Liverpool over there. Okay. Naples.
Yeah, it's Naples. And again, maybe every time you pick photos, no fans.
No fans again.
But this time we didn't win the trophy, or we didn't win the league, but we won over there, but it was in Corona. And
I think you had 13 players missing that day.
Yeah, and we had to go there. Normally quite a difficult place to go, to Naples. And we won 1-0. That made it a special win, but it's not something that will stay in my mind for the rest of my life. Mm-hmm. But it's always nice to have special victories with the club you've worked at.
And the final card?
Yeah, this is... hopefully there's going to be even more special moments, but if I have to, this is probably the most special thing I've experienced till now as a player and as a manager. So to win the league at Feyenoord, so you can win the league in Holland, for example, with Ajax and PSV, which is very special and it's a big accomplishment, let that be clear. But to win it with this club, I think that is even more special, because this club is not used to winning it that many times.
How big a moment was that win against Ajax in the March of that season?
It was a big moment, a very big moment, because their manager, I don't know if you know, but that was Johnny Heitinga, and he did really well at Ajax. So back then I was already surprised that they didn't keep him in that job.
I did find it quite funny, you and Johnny coming together, because obviously the Ajax Feyenoord links. On top of that, of course, Johnny is a former Everton player.
Yeah, if you look at it like this, it's you could say, okay, it's a surprising combination. But I think for the people that work here and see us together, it's not because as a human being, I think there are quite a lot of similarities between us. And for sure he will, at a certain moment in his career, be a head coach again and be successful. I'm sure about that.
There are two other cards I thought about putting down. One with Virgil, Mo and Trent on. The other one with the Premier League trophy and the number 20 next to it. What would you have said if you'd turned over either of those?
In the first one with the free players, I would say, okay, again, a different way of asking. You start to be creative more and more. And the second one, I would say, yeah, what a special accomplishment for these three that they've already did it in the past. I hope they will do this one more time.
What are the chances of that special moment happening this season?
Yeah, but I also remember how difficult it was. And you can see it now. I've always said the best way to judge the league table is after 19 games. It's so hard to win a league. Everywhere around the world it's so hard to win a league. You have to do so many things well. That's why not many teams or not many players are able to do so, because it's so difficult.
So what are you hoping for from 2025?
First of all, like everybody would say, health for the ones I love. That's by far the most important thing. And then second of all, I hope that I can continue being so happy with the work I do. That was at Feyenoord, because that was 2024. That has been in Liverpool.
A trophy would be nice.
Yeah, that's why we are in this job as well. But to win it, there's a long process, and therefore you have to do many, many things right. And you have to enjoy that process as well. And that's what I've done for the past year, and hopefully I will do in the upcoming year as well.
Great stuff, and all the best.
Thank you.